and you guys do not know the willpower that I am using up right now trying to not shake this camera. It's not working. I'm really trying, you guys. I'm trying so hard. You guys know, like, I'm pretty animated when I speak, and as a consequence of that, my arms tend to shake a lot, plus my left arm strength, which is the arm that I'm using to hold this camera right now, is not optimal. It's not quite at the same place as my right arm, so I'm sorry. I'm trying really hard to not shake your screen, and I'm not doing a very good job right now, but I just wanted to say hello. I wanted to wish you a good morning. This is Sunday morning in New York right now, and I am starting my vlog right here, even though this is actually, like, in reality, I'm probably in the midpoint or the end point of this vlog video, because I've been filming things but not talking to you guys, because I've been failing at that because of, like, circumstances and context and things like that, and the context of, like, places I was in. But I've been filming some footage for you guys that I will put into this video, and I guess I just want to give you, like, a recap. Hold on a second. Also, FYI, I'm sorry if you see some, like, mess in the background. It's not actually mess. It's my mom came to visit me this weekend, so we have, like, tote bags and things of just, like, stuff that was brought from home that's just kind of, like, chilling on the floor that will be gone when my mom goes home and stuff. So it's like excuse me for the mess, but yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see, there's also, like, I got a new rack for my clothing as a gift for my birthday from my sister, and I'm so happy with it. I don't know if you can, like, maybe I'm sure you can see it a little bit, and you'll probably have seen it on Instagram, but I'm really happy with it. I love it so much. So I'm really excited that my apartment is, like, finally, slowly, very slowly, but surely kind of coming together. One of the days when I was downtown, out and about, like, I had an errand to run, and I ended up kind of stumbling on this really magical window display of like a home goods store, a home and furniture store, and I was completely captured because it was like a window display that was somehow, it was like a representation of being on the moon, I think, or something. It was really amazing, and I was like, ooh, I was so intrigued. So I walked inside and was just kind of, like, overpowered with, it was like a sensory overload of everything that was within that store. It was just so magical and whimsical, and it was just, like, a lot. I stumbled upon it, and I was really intrigued, and I was able to then come back at a later time, that later time being yesterday, to, you know, walk around with a camera and film and show you some of my favorite moments within the store. So that is what I did yesterday, which is what you will be seeing in this vlog, or will have already seen in this vlog, and I hope that you'll like it.
She says it helps with the lights out.
Anyway, I am in a rush to run, so there will be more on that in a later segment, so stay tuned, and I will see you very soon. Bye!
She swears I'm a slave to the details, but if your life is such a big joke, why should I care?
Hi guys! So I'm back again, trying to do this thing where I'm walking and talking and carrying the camera and not shaking the camera. I don't think it's being very successful, but I'm trying. I'm trying, you guys. But okay, so basically my mom and I went to walk around the Upper East Side, which I don't remember if I actually told you guys where I moved, so I'm trying to walk slow. So my neighborhood in New York is the Upper East Side, and right now she strayed back so I could talk to you guys for a little bit. She's, like, walking around, and then we're gonna reconvene. But basically we're about to just walk around, enjoy this beautiful day, which is technically autumn, but it feels more like summer. I'm sweating a little bit right now, I gotta be honest with you guys. But this street, so also my dad actually came to visit me last Sunday, and I have some, like, pictures from when he came to visit, and we walked around. We actually ended up walking around the same exact area, because yeah, so, like, when he came to visit, we ended up actually walking around the same area. We walked up the same street so we could go up to, like, Central Park, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I just, like, want to show you guys, like, I don't know if you can see, like, the townhouses, monochromatic, like, black doors, white facades. I die. Like, you guys understand. But look, like, I don't know, I just want you guys to see this. It's so beautiful. I'm dying. And I don't actually get to experience this very much, because every day, like, I go to work and I get up early. I don't walk this way, and then I get home and it's late.
She fills up my sentimental side, should be held with kids' gloves. She does.
Basically, what I wanted to talk to you guys. Okay, you guys know I cannot speak. Basically, so what I wanted to do with this vlog is, or this segment right now, is one, to recap you guys on what's happened and what you will probably most likely be seeing in this video. And then the second thing is, I'll tell you. But so the first thing, the recap, was that last Sunday, my dad came with me to New York, and we like walked around, and it was like, I feel sad that I didn't vlog it, because I didn't want to vlog it because I didn't want to like be rude vlogging, because I wanted to spend time with my dad. But at the same time, it's like there's always this like internal conflict where I really like, I feel sad afterwards to not have that that memory or that memory captured. So I guess I just kind of like wanted to recap it now, so that, I don't know, just to share it with you guys, and also just like so I can remember, because it was a really beautiful day. It was actually raining and things were kind of like going wrong, which made me sad, because I like, if my dad like comes to New York and he doesn't really like New York, I really wanted him to love it, or to have a memorable trip. It's like, it's one of those things, or it's one of those situations where like if you're positive, or if you really want to like make the most out of something, or you really want something to go a certain way, then hold on a second, there's people walking by. Then I think it's even in like under the circumstances when everything ends up kind of going wrong, as long as you still have that like that mindset to like make it great. It's funny how by the end of the day, that more often than not, that actually ends up going that way. So like even days that start out on a really rough note, if I don't lose sight of that like desire to make it memorable, it often ends up memorable by the end of it. And that's pretty much what happened like last Sunday. We ended up having like a really nice day. And it's funny, like after like, basically the entire time that I've like been in New York, I usually like walk around like on my own. My family hasn't been visiting me. I usually go home to spend time with them. So it's really strange. It's like I would get used to it, and then after my dad left, like the same scenes that I would see so many times prior to that day, like they all altered, or they all became modified. Like my perception of them changed, which is something interesting that I want to share with you guys. Like even down to the level of, hold on, let me just check to make sure this is recording. Basically what I want to say was like, even down to a specific cafe that my dad and I went to, I thought it was so interesting, because there was this like cafe that I would walk by like pretty much every single day when I would walk home from the subway, or like walk to the subway, and I always, like when I would peer into the windows, I always perceived it as looking one way. But the interesting thing is, like after my dad and I actually ended up like going there and having coffee, and like dad had a croissant, I had a cookie. It was amazing how after we went there and actually like experienced the inside of it, or like experienced the atmosphere, every single time that I pass by it now, the perception has shifted like completely. Like not even just like, oh, I know what it looks like on the inside now. Like my perception, like what my imagination kind of like constructed each time I walked past that cafe, completely reconstructed from the top down, which is something that I thought was really interesting. I mean, it's like something, it's not a new thought or like a new idea, but it was just wonderful to kind of discover that, and I wanted to share that with you guys.
That I left my urge in the icebox. She swears I'm to pray for the female. Oh, then hook me up and throw me baby cakes, 'cause I like to get home.
So the other thing that I wanted to ask you guys was, one of you guys sent me to my Tumblr inbox saying that you were really interested in hearing me describe various details. Also, I just stumbled upon this like Halloween decoration, this like townhouse decoration. I just thought it should be. But yeah, so I'm gonna get those pictures. But yeah, so the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, or to I guess ask you guys, was one of you sent a message to my Tumblr inbox telling me that you really enjoyed like my last like uber long video. It was like 30 plus minutes long, and you said something how like you could listen to me. You were saying that it was really interesting to hear, I guess, me like describe like New York, and you were really interested in just like the subject of New York and what it's like to live here and just what it's like on like a very granular basis. So I think you mentioned like the subway, buildings, or just I guess like anything that's really like quintessential areas in New York and what they're actually like when you live here. And I thought that was really interesting, and it sounded like so much fun to film. But then I had the idea, like, what if rather than just sitting down and talking about it and describing it, just in like a sit-down video, which you guys know me, it'll end up running like literally an hour long, which even though you who sent me that message said something how like you would be happy to watch an hour long video, which like I love you so much for saying that, thank you. People walking by. But you guys like knowing my tendency to ramble, and oh my goodness, so many people are just like questioning my life choices right now. But yeah, you guys knowing like my tendency to ramble, that video would definitely end up running over an hour long. And you who asked me that question, you would be happy to watch it even if it was an hour long. But I don't want to subject anyone else to an hour long video. So I had the idea, like, what if I try to challenge myself to every time I decide to vlog, rather than like feeling pressed by time to film an entire video and then like being late, just like it's kind of difficult to do right now with like my schedule. But I was thinking, what if I just like challenge myself to kind of whip a camera out and just like share 1, 2, or maybe 3 observations, like specific observations that that are striking to me in that moment, or like that, what's the word? I can't speak. Just like 1, 2, or 3 observations or details that are particularly striking to me in the moment, or that stand out to me in my surroundings. And I thought that might be interesting, because then it's like very true. The observations are very true to the actual moment in which I like share them, as opposed to having the benefit of like recollection, like having the benefit of sitting down and then thinking back and kind of like having that like time to that like introspective time that kind of yields these observations. But I thought like being able to share them in the moment might be really interesting, and that's actually what I had intended to do with this video. But then I kind of failed, like my attempts to vlog before work ended up really being a total fail, so I didn't end up filming this video like in that way. But if you guys would be interested in that concept, I think it would be really fun to try out. And people keep staring at me, oh my goodness. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if that might be an interesting way to perhaps like experiment with these vlogs, like having a vlog where like having vlogs that are pieced together by different days and are just like not like, hello guys, this is what I'm doing, but literally just like, hey guys, like this is what I see right now, or hey guys, like I think this is really cool, or I think this is really interesting. Let me know. That'd be cool. Okay, I'm gonna go now because so many stares, so much judgment right now, but I don't care because I love you and I miss you. Bye.
I've been swinging all the time, think it's time I learned your way. Picture you and me together in the jungle, it would be okay. I'll bring you when my lifeboat sails through the night. That is when my lifeboat sails through the night.